right, we're checking out the only game where planet Earth exists solely as target practice. It's Universe Sandbox. Planet Earth has many targets upon it, such as Panama or Florida. Don't ask me why I chose those. They're right there, okay? They're like in the middle of my view. And I've decided today that we're going to find out what does more damage when you're utilizing the planet for target practice, speed or heat. And then, of course, we're going to combine the two together and find out what happens when we crank those up to ridiculous amounts. Now, you may not know, but I have previously shot a grain of sand at the planet at whatever it was, like 1 billion times light speed. And I've also superheated a droplet of water. Now, in order to begin this experiment of life-ending proportions, first we need our grain of sand. You can technically use pretty much anything. I'm just gonna grab the moon. So you take the moon. We pause real quick so it doesn't blow up the Earth, you know, like immediately. Let's go ahead and put a moon there. And now we have to change its size roughly to a grain of sand. I don't remember at all how big a grain of sand is. Hey Google, what is the size of a grain of sand?
Oh yeah! Scientists define sand as loose grains of mineral and rock that are between 0.06 millimeters and 2.1 millimeter in diameter. Yeah! Science!
Okay, so we'll go with 1 millimeter radius. Whoop. There we go. I have to zoom in like forever in order to see it now. Go ahead and lock the size. We're not gonna call it grain of sand, we're gonna call it grain of sad. Now, generally, I like to begin my tests at, a couple thousand miles an hour. Since I use dirty miles per hour, though, and that's not in the game, we're gonna go ahead and use kilometers per hour, and we'll just start it at a nice, clean 100,000. There we go. I like that it says rogue object. Flying by, unacceptable. Flying at. Now, in order to have any chance of even seeing if this does anything, I have to like slow down the speed so much. And at 100,000 miles an hour, it would have landed right around here, and it doesn't look like anything happened. Oh, never mind, something totally happened. Oh my God. Listen, I forget that I'm so used to everything moving at light speed that 100,000 kilometers per hour it's basically nothing. Is target practice okay? Is everyone all right? Yeah, everyone's okay. 92% life likelihood, it usually ranges right around 92 to 93. Again, that 7% that like just is gone immediately, it's just people that can't manage to survive even under the best circumstances. I'm gonna go ahead and get some graphs up just so that we can see what things look like. I would hate to miss it if suddenly the temperature on the Earth went up like a lot. You can see where it hit, and it did cause a lot of the planet to kind of get ejected into space. You can see all of the tiny fragments. There's little glowing particles all the way down here. Oh, the average temperature did go up from that hit. I love how I targeted like way over here, but the damage ended up like in the South Pole. All I really did was cause a bunch of space debris to shoot off, and surround the Earth. And now it's going to end up doing more damage because all of the debris now has to land somewhere. So it's coming back down into the Earth. It's like a meteor shower that I've created. But again, for the most part, everyone's still alive. So we'll do 100,000 kilometers per hour again. But now we're going to grab our grain and we're going to increase the temperature. You can see right now it is a nice temperate 5.5. Nope. Actually, it's not temperate at all. It's like very cold. Well, we're at 100,000 kilometers per hour. So let's try 100,000 Celsius. Oh my God. I'm gonna go ahead and slow things down slightly. Now, if I can follow right along with the glowing grain of sand.
Hi.
Yeah, it's perfect. Okay. My target practice is in sight. Continue to slow this way down. I don't know how fast this is gonna. Oh my God. Okay, it moves pretty quick. Is everything okay? Everything okay? Huh. I think we may have done less damage. There's still a bunch of fragments in the air. And once again, like either the fragments are going to land. It's just gonna take some time. There we go. Now you can see one over here landing right by Japan, of course. Go ahead and get rid of the atmosphere. Wouldn't want that getting in the way of us being able to observe the destruction. The transference of heat is weird. I mean, it's not much mass to be transferring heat, but it's just wild that it causes that much stuff to happen. You can see the temperature on the planet spiking up tremendously. So now we shall launch again. This time, let's launch at 1 million kilometers per hour. There we go. All right, I've slowed this down like as much as I can. Like as much as physically possible. We're moving at 0.01 milliseconds a second. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. All right, yeah, we're flying. I may have to correct my direction slightly. I swear, you want something done right. There we go. Yeah, just kind of rotate. Raise the velocity slightly. I'm not purposefully aiming for you, Australia, but if it lands there, it lands there. We're kind of in the top part of the planet. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, here we are. We're gaining speed somehow. Doesn't really matter so much how. The grain of sand should be impacting momentarily. I'm gonna zoom in nice and smooth. It more looks like a particle of dust, I would say, than a grain of sand, but whatever. And... Oh, wow. Hold on, that's really cool. I'll tell you, it's all about just getting the right amount of speed. Okay, so there's the impact site. You can see the sheer amount of particles that are just launched into the sky. I'm pretty sure it would have just gone straight through the ocean, so this is like the bottom of the ocean getting blasted out of the planet. Again, though, if you look at the composition, I think everyone's basically still alive, probably just because there's so little mass hitting. Go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. There may be some sort of like shockwave. There it is. I was gonna say, there may be some sort of shockwave that comes after. It's kind of that moment where the planet Earth is like,
Oh, I got punched in the face. That hurts. I should probably say something.
and now it's like, ah. That right there is poor skincare. Poor planetary skincare. No joke. Oh my God. I was gonna say the million kilometers per hour is truly the Goldilocks zone of violence. What is happening? I did not realize that there would be this much destruction happening from that grain of sand, and we haven't even increased the temperature of it yet. Just look at the amount of the planet that was removed from the impact. Again, you know, way back when we did like 1 billion times light speed, it evaporated the planet. So the planet still exists. You know, it's still mainly in one piece. A lot of people right now are being superheated to the point where their skin is melting off of their body and their skeleton is ceasing to exist. But the Earth is still round, you know? I think most of the mass is still there. The temperature of the Earth keeps on cranking up every minute or so. Yeah, the Earth, the amount of mass that the Earth has is still the same. I'll go ahead and just let this, there we go. Okay, it just took a second. Now it's kind of leveled off. I'm gonna let all these fragments get done and all these clouds of sadness to kind of finish doing whatever they're doing right now. Kind of cool. I've given the Earth almost like blush. Like it's wearing makeup now. Look at this. It's kind of amazing. I think I've made the Earth look better. Got the sweet red glow. It's like some sort of Enter the Dragon stuff going on. All right, let's shoot something else at it. But this time, 1 million kilometers per hour, but also we're gonna superheat it to 1 million degrees Celsius. There. Perfect. Once again, I'm gonna have to slow things way down so we can see what this does. All right, get ready. We're coming in for a landing and boom! Okay, once again, the energy is now transferred into the Earth. I'm gonna kind of let things go here, let some time go by. Oh, you can see like the ripples from the ocean now going crazy. That's pretty cool. How's the composition of Earth? Is everyone still alive? Yeah, everyone's still doing pretty good. Okay, good amount of damage. I feel like we got even more fragments this time. You can see the shockwave moving across. You see it like sweeping across the Earth, kind of rippling. You see it right there, kind of rippling outward, and then the Earth is covered by just like the red fog of anguish. Well, now we have orange fog in there. I'm gonna go through the entire rainbow. Ah, yes, the Rainbow of Agony, one of my favorite places to visit. Now what we can do is go ahead and speed things up. Yeah, I feel like all I'm doing is causing different colors of mist to encircle the Earth. Okay, obviously we need to do way more damage. So now we're going to launch the grain of sad at 100 million kilometers per hour. How close is that to light speed? Not even a tenth. We're gonna really crank it up after this. All right, so let's start our grain of sad. There we go. Now I'm kind of curious, like, how far do you have to go? Like, how fast am I eventually going to have to get this, and with how much heat, until it just punches through the planet? Target practice. Looking in the distance. Speed. Almost 1/10 of the speed of light, but no real heat yet. That's fine, because everything in the world of target practice requires a baseline. Let's see here. Any additional fragmentation compared to what we had before? Yeah, it's a little bit of fragmentation. Again, a lot of pock marks, a lot of the ocean kind of rippling all over the place, as quite a bit of it probably vaporizes. I'm pretty sure I just hit Detroit over there as well. Possibly Alabama. But still, despite all this, in fact, a few people I'm pretty sure were born from that explosion. Okay, I'm getting people to mate a lot faster because I keep striking the earth with increasingly fast grains of sand. Since Florida is facing directly at us, now we can launch a grain of sand, but we can also increase the heat. I think we've got like violet colored mist surrounding the earth now as well. All right, almost 1/10 the speed of light. Grain of sand, crank that core average temperature up to 100 million degrees Celsius. No joke, I missed Florida. Like, you know, just barely, but I did miss it. Okay, so there's the impact. Really sure what's happening here. Kind of a pockmark in the water. Go ahead and speed things along here just to see what happens. So that's weird. It's almost like it did less damage. That said, it's totally possible that we just need more speed. So now we're going to go with 1 speed of light. Come here, Florida. Right there. Perfect. Okay, we have set the temperature to 100 million degrees Celsius. And go ahead and pull back so we can, oh, this is right in Florida. Yes! Oh, there's the impact. Okay. Oh, God. I had to slow it down even more because there was a non-small heat explosion where Florida is. Well, where Florida was. It is now expanding outward. It's not great. It's immediately killing all of the grass and everything that exists on the planet, on the eastern part of the United States. How is everyone doing? Oh God. I'll tell you, get to 100 million degrees Celsius and you finally start seeing some results. I don't know how big this is going to end up getting. Like, I don't know if this is going to end up destroying all life on Earth. Oh, you can see the steam coming out of the ocean. That's kind of cool. If you turn on the atmosphere, you can see like where the clouds would be too. I like how a bunch of the water got moved into the central part of the planet. In case you're wondering also, the temperature that the planet went to jumped up a lot. All right, let's go ahead and kind of move things along here. Because I don't think this is going to be enough to kill the planet. I think that the planet is still going to end up surviving this hit. And it ain't going to feel good. I went ahead and got rid of all the atmosphere and the clouds and stuff like that so you could see the crater that was left behind. Okay. Is that just like a permanent blemish on the planet now? Oh, it's going away. Hold on. There we go. Everything's fine. Except for a gigantic scorch mark. A grain of sand did this. Oh, God. I love how it's just like a reminder. It's like, Gray, what have you done? Time to go up to 10 times. Actually, you know what? Let's go 1,000 times the speed of light. Alrighty, just 1,000 at light speed. No big deal. Who hasn't been hit yet? Where's Australia? Where you at? There we go. I'll get you right in the middle. Everyone lives on the coast, right? Okay, we're gonna follow the grain of sand over here, moving at 1,000 times the speed of light. I'm at the point where I have to increase the temperature right before it touches down because it has a tendency to lose temperature so quickly. So, okay. All right. I've slowed down as much as I can to see, oh boy. to see what this does to the oh my god, did you see the spike? The planet for like 1 millisecond was 16,918 degrees Celsius. That was the temperature on the planet, the average temperature. Half of the planet was evaporated, like half of life just instantaneously died. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and move the speed along here. Here we go. There's the gigantic shockwave coming out from the heat and the impact. The funny part is, like, most of the planet is the same temperature until you get to the little area where the grain of sand hit, and it's 23 degrees Celsius. 23,000 degrees Celsius. Sorry. Okay. It's kind of cool because I think from the heat, it's instantly vaporizing all of the fragments. So in a way, the heat is saving the planet. See? Otherwise, there's the mist from the ocean, you know, immediately turning to steam and now enveloping all of Australia. Everyone's getting a sauna treatment over in Australia. That's got to feel amazing. You're like the little black hole that's sitting in the middle of Australia right now. Okay. So again, as time goes on, everything, you know, giant scorch mark in Australia. Still though, Earth is still in one piece. Target practice has yet to be slain completely. And so that means that we're gonna have to take it to the next level. We're gonna launch our grain of sad at 1 million, you know what? Forget 1 million. 1 billion times light speed. Million, 10 million, 100 million, billion times light speed. I don't think that I'm going to have the ability to slow down enough so that we can see it, but I'll try. Japan, you haven't gotten anything yet, so you get to enjoy this one. We zoom in on the grain of sad. We'll go with 100 trillion degrees Celsius. There we go. I need to mention something real quick. I increased the temperature so high that it's literally called not a number. All right, I'm gonna slow us down as much as, we're moving so fast, we're not gonna see it. Yeah. Okay, there's something that I have to mention real quick. The grain of sand went so fast that it's still in one piece. It did not explode from hitting the earth. I think that on a molecular level, it separated like the atoms of the earth. Hold on, we gotta find the earth. So I had found target practice. You'll notice that target practice is glowing right now. Probably not good. So the average temperature right now of target practice as we go ahead and pull on in is that is the average temperature of the planet. If I unpause here, I don't think it will last very long. Hold on. What happens if I get rid of all this? Can we see anything a little bit better? Oh, there it goes. Oh my God. Oh, the temperature is going crazy. Is everyone still alive? No. Not at all. Okay. There's not really so much of an atmosphere, I'll call it. There is a surrounding mist around target practice. Okay, the entirety of target practice has now been completely engulfed in smoke. If you zoom in, it's pretty awesome. I've effectively just created a sun. I was trying to see if something would like if anything was going to happen eventually on top. Oh, hold on. Oh no. Oh, that's awesome! I love that each fragment is like 79,000 degrees Celsius. It's moving away from the detonation at 91 times the speed of light. Cool. All right, so there we go. This is what happens when you take a ton of speed and a ton of heat. The fragments are moving. Is this going to destroy the entire solar system? Because it's basically like a shotgun of fragments moving at many, many, many times the speed of light. I mean, the sun looks like it's still okay, kind of, I guess. Wow, that was kind of awesome. Well, we found out what it took to end all life, and apparently it was like 1 billion times light speed and 1 trillion degrees Celsius. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Universe Sandbox. The next time, stay foxy, much love.